Hello, I'm Thomas Warrington from Sleaford, Lincolnshire. I am an author, a researcher, and investigator of claims of the paranormal. Now, my title is somewhat of a direction I have been ongoing through life, and that is a seeker of truth. My journey predominantly started at the age of 10 when I watched a infamous program called Ghost Watch back in 1992 on Halloween, which scared the living daylights out of me. And then following on from that, I received a book from my uncle with regards to the Enfield poltergeist, which is probably one of the most infamous cases in the world, which happened in the early 70s. And then that book really spurred me to ask a lot of questions as to why these things are happening. Why were these people supposedly experiencing a different plethora of different types of phenomena? And then later, when I joined a local paranormal group who did public events, we went up and down the country conducting huge ghost hunts. I got to visit some of the most amazing places in the UK, and that claim to be the most haunted places in the UK, from castles to hotels to caves in Mansfield. And then going forward in time, I set up my own paranormal group based in Nottingham, and we prided ourselves on finding locations that were not well known to the paranormal world. And then I left that group. I kind of come to a bit of a crossroads with what I wanted and what I originally started. I've done an extensive amount of different things in the paranormal, from writing articles to currently just releasing my book, to investigating private cases. Well, I label myself as a seeker of truth. I think the terminology ghost hunter is very outdated and is a misconception of what that person does. Well, this isn't my day job, I must admit. But it's all the interest has always been there since that very early age, and much to the annoyance of my wife, it does take a hell of a lot of my time. I've seen the public's perception of the paranormal change. People are a lot more open about it. It used to be very taboo back in the early 90s when I used to go out. People are now beginning to see the subject matter a bit more serious. There is some great work done by the SPR, the Society for Psychical Research, ASAP, who are take this matter a lot more serious. Um, but as for people's perception of what I do individually, I do get a lot of support. I get a lot of mixed emotions and responses, because there are still people that look at me rather strangely when they realise what I do. But for me, I think generally people are really fascinated on the subject matter. I've seen a lot of things, and I've seen a lot of things develop through time. And I mentioned the internet back then was not there, not even invented. So that internet boom has seen a huge increase in popularity in ghost hunting and the paranormal community. I started believing it. I started believing it as that youngster watching that program Ghost Watch. I believed in ghosts. The smokescreen of TV and social media kind of propels those thoughts into you. But I then began to find normal answers to question what people were actually experiencing. Now, that's not saying I'm not disproving every kind of case, but I've found that 99% of the time I can find that normal explanation for people. I'm a lot more skeptical towards ghosts and hauntings. A lot of people say I'm very closed-minded, but I can accept people's beliefs and everything. It's very important. But when people ask me to investigate, then I do it as a professional, and I tick the normal boxes before even comprehending the paranormal. But there are things that I have caught on private cases that still to this day I can't answer. Professional people who have looked at the footage cannot answer. So there is that 1% that is still yet to be answered for, really. Question everything. I tell everybody that. Don't accept everything at face value. Always question it.